Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. Dear Venerable Singer, dear Buddhist ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the English news transmission on the online TV Quickly Buddhist Newsreel, a comprehensive channel. On the eve of the Lunar New Year, to welcome the traditional Vietnamese Lunar New Year in the year of the Rat 2020, on behalf of the editorial board and the crew carrying out the programs on the online TV Quickly Buddhist Newsreel, we pay homage to the monks and nuns. We wish you have healthy heart and mind, right wit, and rigor to derive manifestation, prosperity with Buddhism, happiness to your expectation. Wishing you all Buddhist ladies and gentlemen have a happy new year, peace of mind, harmony family, and good prosperous in your career. Now we invite Venerable Singer and all of you are shown to the Lunar New Year greetings letter from the Dharma Master of Vietnam Buddhist Singer.
Hanoi, January 1st, Lunar New Year of the Rat. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. To Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, venerables, most venerables, master nuns, monks, Vedanta, Buddhist and Vietnamese Buddhist laypersons in the country and abroad. Welcoming the Year of the Rat, the New Year 2020, Buddha Calendar 2564. On behalf of the Standing Committee of the Council of Patrons of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, I have a kind and warm greeting to wish you a happy and immense New Year, countless auspicious lucks to all ranks of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha and venerables, most venerables, master nuns, monks, Vedanta, Buddhist and Vietnamese Buddhist laypersons in the country and abroad. Along with many important achievements of the country in socio-economic development, foreign affairs and international integration, Vietnam's position has been increasingly progressive in the world community. Over the past year, monks and nuns of Buddhist community, Vietnam Buddhist Sangha have performed excellent Buddhist affairs services, most notably that we successfully organized the United Nations VSAC 2019 for the third time, bringing together hundreds of countries and territories with thousands of international guests, including prelates of priests and country leaders and or heads of states. Welcoming Spring Maitreya, Lunar Year of the Rat, this year in boundless joy, I wish every monk and nun with the vital energy of the new year to keep in mind the motto, wisdom, discipline, integration, development, which the 8th Congress set out to strive to accomplish successfully the objectives of the term. Year 2020 is a midterm year with a very important meaning. Sangha of various levels need to promote in-depth and effective Buddhist activities, at the same time practically take care of Buddhist fellows, develop the Sangha, as well as contribute the effort and wisdom in building a flourishing and prosperous Vietnam, thereby creating the solid development foundation of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha in the next stages of the 21st century, constantly accompanying the people. On the occasion of the beginning of the New Year of the Rat, on behalf of the levels of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha and the Reverend monks and nuns, the Buddha followers, I express my deep gratitude for the care and support for the party leaders at all levels, the states, Vietnam Fatherland Front for Buddhist activities for the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, and send New Year greetings to the leaders, along with all the people to celebrate the traditional New Year of the Spring of the nation of wealth and prosperity. Namo Bodhisattva Buddha, Prelate of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Elder Venerable THÁNG Phổ Tuệ.
Venerable Singer, Buddhist ladies and gentlemen, next now is the Vietnam Buddhist news in the past week. On the morning of January 19, 2020, the delegation of central leaders of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, led by Venerable THÁNG Nhân, chairman of the Buddhist Sangha, came to Rang Pagoda, Hanoi, to wish the elder Venerable THÁNG Phổ Tuệ, prelate of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, a happy new year.
The delegation also comprised Venerable Thích Thanh Nhiễu, Permanent Vice Chairman of Administration Council, Standing Deputy Chairman of Monks Affairs Section of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Most Venerable Thích Đức Thiện, Vice Chairman cum General Secretary of Buddhist Administration Council of Buddhist Sangha, Head of International Buddhist Committee of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Most Venerable Thích Minh Nhẫn, Member of the Administration Council, Deputy Chairman, and Chief of the Secretariat of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Editor-in-Chief of PSO TV Channel, Badana Thích Minh Ân, Deputy Editor-in-Chief of PSO TV Channel. Venerable Thích Thiện Nhân paid homage to Honorable Elder Prelate, the Dharma Master who enters the new year of the Rat. The legal entity to lead Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, the Venerable briefed on the Buddhist achievements in the past year, especially the successful organization of United Nations Day of Vesak 2019 at Tam Chuk Pagoda, Hanam Province. The Dharma leader, the prelate, praised the Buddhist practices in the year of Buddhist emancipation in 2019, entering the new year of the Rat 2020. The prelate wished the chairman and committees and institutes, as well as monks, nuns, Buddhists throughout the country, good spirits and happiness. The whole aggregated mass was happy to see the Elder Venerable in good health. The dignitaries and Venerable of the Central Standing Section of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha sincerely prayed for the health of Elder Venerable. The body and mind are often at peace to protect the post-generation in their education, learning, and practicing the Dharma.
On the afternoon of January 20, 2020, Mr. Nguyễn Thiện Nhân, member of Politburo, Secretary of Ho Chi Minh City Party Committee, paid a visit and wished that holiday to Chairman of the Buddhist Administration Council and high-ranked religious dignitaries of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha at Quảng Đức Zen Monastery.
He talked about the achievements of Ho Chi Minh City in economy, health, education, social security, and other fields with great successes, including the contribution of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha. In 2020, the Secretary of the Party Committee also believes that Vietnam Buddhist Sangha will always accompany the city government and people to promote the spirit of great national solidarity, to guide the monks and nuns, Buddhists, to live a good life. On the occasion of New Spring, he wished the Venerable Chairman of Buddhist Administration Council, the dignitaries, the leaders of Sangha, monks and nuns, Buddhists all over the country, a peaceful Tet holiday. Venerable Chairman of Buddhist Administration Council expresses gratitude to Mr. Nguyễn Thiện Nhân and the city government for visiting and wishing the Lunar New Year to the Sangha. On this occasion, Venerable introduced into the success achieved in 2019 by Buddhists nationwide. In particular, the Sangha successfully organized the U.S. Day of Vesak 2019 ceremony in Hanam Province. Venerable also wished a good new year, good health to Mr. Secretary, a city party committee, and other political leaders. At the same time, Venerable also prayed to Buddha to bless the city with greater success in all aspects in 2020.
On the morning of January 18, 2020, the Buddhist monks and nuns from 13 institutions of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha in Ho Chi Minh City paid homage and wished the Lunar New Year with high-rank religious leadership of the Buddhist Sangha at Quảng Đức Monastery.
In witness, it was honored to have Venerable Thích Thiện Nhân, Chairman of the Buddhist Administration Council, Venerable Thích Thiện Pháp, Permanent Vice Chairman of the Buddhist Administration Council, Head of the Monks Affairs Section, and the religious dignitaries, together with Vice Chairman of the Administration Council. Venerable Thích Huệ Thông, Deputy General Secretaries and Chiefs of Office to give the religious vote to Venerable Chairman of the Administration Council and religious dignitaries, together with Vice Chairman of the Administration Council. Venerable Thích Thiện Nhân praised the merits of the Central Institution for completing Buddhist work in the past year. Venerable believed that the Central Institution would continue to promote its role and ability to accompany the Sangha to build up Vietnamese Buddhism, make it more and more developed and suitable in a new area. On the occasions of the National Tradition New Year, the Venerable Chairman of the Administration Council wished on the religious beings in the presence of mind, body, and feet, and for create conditionings to fulfill energy to carry out the Buddhist works that the Sangha has set out in 2020 with satisfactory achievements. In the morning of the same day, the venerables of the Standing Committees of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha of Ho Chi Minh City, Kiên Giang, Long An, Đồng Nai, Tây Ninh, Lâm Đồng, Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu came to pay their respect to the ceremonies and pray to the Venerable Master. Members of Buddhist councils and monks of religious affairs standing committees of members' council at Quảng Đức Zen Monastery Central Office too. There, the dignitaries of the central institution, the Buddhist administration boards of provinces, received New Year gifts from the standing committees of the administration council. The meeting, inaugurations, and with New Year's in the last day of office took place in the spirit of gratitude, love, and full of joy.
On the afternoon of January 21st, 2019, representatives of Ho Chi Minh City Party Committee and government paid a visit to wish the Buddhist monks at the Vietnam Buddhist Center at the pagoda of Vietnam National Temple on the occasion of the spring of the Year of the Rat 2020, which is coming in air all over the country.
Ho Chi Minh City Party Committee is headed by Mr. Trần Lưu Quang, member of Central Party Committee, standing Deputy Secretary of the City Party Committee, accompanied by representatives of People's Council, People's Committee, Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee, Ho Chi Minh City Religious Committee. The delegations were welcomed by Elder Venerable Thích Chí Quảng, Deputy Dharma Master, cum Chief of Buddhist Council of Patrons, Head of the City Administration Board with the standing dignitaries. Mr. Trần Lưu Quang wished the Venerable Buddhists, the Buddhist religion, and the Buddhist monks and nuns, layperson, a peaceful and happy Tet holiday. He also acknowledged the achievement of Buddhist activities in 2019. Buddhism has joined hands with the city government to take care of the spiritual and material life for policy beneficiaries, lonely elderly people, and those contingent families to warm them up for a happier life. He hoped that the Buddhist Administration Board would continue to guide monks and nuns to practice and study the true Dharma, together with the government to build the city more civilized, beautiful, and richer. Venerable Thích Chí Quảng thanked the City Party Committee leaders and the city government for taking time to bring New Year wishes to Buddhist Administration Board. In order to express the spirit of the Dharma and the nation, the City Buddhist Administration Board and monks Buddhists will continue to be loyal to the government in all aspects. On the occasion of traditional New Year, the Venerable prayed to Buddha for blessing the city leaders and city authorities and their families with good health and peace.
On the afternoon of January 18, 2020, at the government office, Prime Minister Nguyễn Xuân Phúc and many senior government officials spent the time to meet more than 400 typical overseas deputies from 110 countries and territories. They had to come back to the homeland to participate in the program of Homeland Spring 2020, to meet with the government leaders and visit meaningful relics.
Homeland Spring is an annual program organized by the State Committees for Overseas Vietnamese, Ministries of Foreign Affairs, for expatriates from around the world to return to their homeland to celebrate the Lunar New Year. Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs Đặng Minh Khôi, Chairman of the State Committee for Overseas Vietnamese, emphasized that more and more overseas compatriots are heading towards their homeland in 2019. The Prime Minister Nguyễn Xuân Phúc rejoiced at the integrations and increasingly stable developments of overseas Vietnamese in other countries. The Prime Minister informed the overseas Vietnamese about the situations of the country in the previous year and affirmed that the achievement could not be possible without the roles of overseas Vietnamese. The Prime Minister wished overseas Vietnamese delegates and their families the Tet 2020 of a warm, loving, and prosperous New Year with good health, success, and happiness. It was an honor to have Master Nên Thích Nữ Giới Tánh, a great representative of Vietnamese Buddhists in South Korea, a difficult expatriate who have made contribution to the communities. mobilizing expatriates and Buddhists to do volunteers work towards the homeland, promoting the Vietnamese culture widely to international friends. The delegation also led flowers to the commemorate martyrs heroes, visited Ho Chi Minh mausoleums, and burned incense at Monument Relic Do Temple in Bắc Ninh.
In order to bring love to all over the world and to support the people to celebrate the spring, from the 5th to the 11th of January 2020, the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha charity has organized a series of charity activities with the theme Lunar New Year of Love 2020 to offer 5,500 spring gifts worth about 5 billion VND to the people who are in difficult circumstances in the northwest mountainous provinces.
The charity team was led by Most Venerable Thích Thanh Phong, member of the Standing Committee of Administration Council, head of the Central Economic and Financial Committee of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, head of the Ho Chi Minh City Buddhist Charity Committee. The accompanying team included the group led by Miss Mai Thị Hạnh, wife of the former state president TIòng Tấn Sang. On the first day, the team presented 600 presents to disadvantaged people in 2 provinces of Hưng Yên and Hòa Bình. After that, the team continued to give 1,300 pieces to children in sponsor centers, poor people, and students with special circumstances in Điện Biên province. In Thái Bình, Hà Nội, Hưng Yên provinces, the team continued to give 2,300 gifts to disadvantaged people, people with disabilities, and families of war invalids, policy beneficiaries' families, and people with meritorious services to the country. Especially in Thái Nguyên province, the team presented 20 bicycles to students who overcome difficulties in their study. On the last day, the team presented 800 presents to poor people in Nghệ An and Hà Tĩnh provinces. Most Venerable Thích Thanh Phong wishes the people a happy, warm spring and thanks to the charity group of Mai Thị Hạnh for campaigning to encourage the corporations, companies, banks and sponsors to give meaningful gifts to difficult people in the country.
Venerable Singer, ladies and gentlemen, the last news has signed up this quickly newsreel. Thank you for your attention and following. Goodbye and see you in the next program on PSO TV channel. Namo Sakya Muni Buddha.